Hey folks, BlackCross here, and I wanted to do a discussion video in regards to this news that just came out. I mean, by the time this video gets released, it will have happened like about a week ago, but it stayed with me. It stayed with me for a good long while. For those that don't know, recently Nomura was basically doing an interview. Most interviews, he's talking about Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts, to be expected. But this particular article basically talks about Nomura and the future development of Kingdom Hearts per se. So, what's going on? Well, Nomura basically was asked, what does he see with the future of Kingdom Hearts? And him laughing, basically saying, I hope to end the series before I retire. And, that phrase alone doesn't really bother you, but that's whenever he turns around and says the phrase, I hope to retire in the next few years. And that's when you realize, wait, when can someone retire? See, in the United States, the age is like 65, and in some cases, it's gone up for some reason. I don't know why, but the age in which you're allowed to retire is extremely high. Meanwhile, in Japan, though, their age is at 60, is the earliest you can retire. Tetsuya Nomura is 55 as of right now, which means in 7 years, he can, if he wants to, retire. Now, this is kind of a weird news to hear because ordinarily we used to hear developers either leaving companies or just lose their positions or changing positions depending on the circumstances and stuff. Very rarely do we hear anyone actually retiring per se. Even someone like, for example, Shigeru Miyamoto, he is up in his 70s, and he's still working for Nintendo. He is like literally the main icon when it comes to Nintendo. Anything that Nintendo's got going on and he's talking about it, people listen. So to hear someone retiring soon is quite shocking, to say the least. So Tetsuya Nomura planning on retiring in the next few years? Kind of crazy. But also too, he wants to end the Kingdom Hearts series, which is even more so crazy when you think about it. In fact, he's actually went on to details basically saying that Kingdom Hearts 4 will be leading to its conclusion. Meaning that after Kingdom Hearts 4, we could see possibly maybe 1 or 2 Kingdom Hearts games afterwards. Which kind of, in a weird way, it kind of makes sense, because back whenever they did like the timeline for the future installment of Kingdom Hearts, you had the big boxes and then you have the little boxes. The big boxes kind of make sense because after Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind and Melody of Memory, we have 2 spaces. One of them possibly being Kingdom Hearts 4, and then if everything adds up well, that means that that particular space is for the last known Kingdom Hearts title that's going to be made. Never mind the fact that we still have Missing Link, which is still missing in action, but it's crazy to hear that news, because it's like, yeah, the Kingdom Hearts series is finally ending? Really? Is it though? And I know some people are going to think that, oh, well, this is technically Square Enix brand. They can decide if they want to continue it or not. But based on Nomura's reaction, basically he's saying that once he's retiring, that's it for Sora. I mean, yeah, maybe Square Enix might do something with Kingdom Hearts, but it won't be with Sora, much less with probably the Disney brand itself. It may very well escalate into a new generation of Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. But with that being said, though, in terms of like the current Kingdom Hearts timeline, Tetsuya Nomura will be ending it before long. Probably within the next 10 years, probably we'll see it finally end its conclusion. And I'm going to be perfectly honest, is that while this is saddening to hear that the series will eventually end, it's honestly breathtaking to know that finally I can stop trying to keep up with the series, I've been a hard-time dedicated Kingdom Hearts fan for a long time, since the original one first came out, over 20 years ago now, and it's hard to believe to say that, but yeah, over 20 years, and Kingdom Hearts is still on the same story segment. Most people, depending on who you ask, would rather stop on Kingdom Hearts 2. And you know what? That makes perfect sense, because that's where the story basically finishes up. All the key points that was needed ties up right there. All the major characters and stuff like that finally got their story explained and stuff like that. So Kingdom Hearts 2 has the perfect ending, the perfect conclusion. And after that, it kind of goes wild. You know, you have freaking characters like Aqua, Terra, and Ven from Burst by Sleep. And then you have Shion, basically from Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. Never mind the fact that we have Master Xehanort and his extended plan on trying to get Kingdom Hearts. And it's just, oh gosh, it's a roller coaster what it is. And now, with Kingdom Hearts 3 basically tying up all those ends, but instead of it being just tied up and be done with it, it decides to throw in a wrench and be like, oh, Sora disappeared. Why'd you leave it off there? You know, it's like, why'd you leave it off on that note? It doesn't really help of where Sora could be at, you know? There's so many implications and theories and stuff that it drove me nuts. And it's like, at this point, I just want to see the story end for Sora, you know? I want to finally see where it all ends up, where it finally ties up and stuff like that. And so I was thinking to myself, I was like, how much longer can this series continue on with this non-ending on a very, very good, solid foundation of like, this is it, this is the end, you can stop right here. And instead it's like, it won't stop. But now we actually have a confirmation from Nomura basically saying, before he retires, he wants to end the series. And it's like, oh my gosh, that's nuts. Now, I'm not saying that I want him to retire quickly. If nothing else, if he wants to stay for the next couple of years after being 60, that's great. That means that Kingdom Hearts may see a few extra tidbits added on. But I just want to know the main story premise with Sora and finally get that finished off. You know, that's like my main concern right now. Never mind the fact that Missing Link, for right now, is still missing in action. We don't know what's going on with Missing Link, and we don't know if it's going to get released. As far as I know, the only big news has just been mostly Missing Link. It's nothing really Kingdom Hearts 4. If nothing else, the only major news in terms of Kingdom Hearts 4 is just what Nomura says. He says that Kingdom Hearts 4 will be the game that leads to its conclusion, meaning that it's basically the one game before the end of the game. You know what I mean? Like, you have Kingdom Hearts 4, and then Kingdom Hearts 5, or whatever crazy title they want to make up. Like Kingdom Hearts Final Door, or something like that. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if they stick with 5, or if they stick with Final Door or something. I don't know. It could get a crazy name, for all I know. Again, this is just crazy news to hear, and for me personally, as a Kingdom Hearts fan, I'm kind of glad that we're finally seeing that conclusion. It makes me happy to see that it's finally going to settle down and it's finally going to wrap up, because Lord howdy, I can only keep up with the series for so long. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about all this? Do you think this news is insane? Is crazy? Let me know in the comments below, and I shall see you in the next video. This is BlackCross sign off. Catch you guys later.